What's up, guys? This is Joseph with JB's DIY Garage. Just wanted to go over this Niagara 4-gallon sprayer. So I had some issues with it, and they include this little piston ring that you're supposed to swap, and I did. I swapped it to the new one, threw some high pressure grease in there, and that essentially didn't fix it. I can't find anything online how to fix these or parts diagram or anything. I know on here they give a diagram, but it doesn't really show if any of the parts are threaded or anything like that, or how it's disassembled. So I just wanted to give a quick video on how I fixed mine. Basically, mine was not pressurizing. It would pressurize enough as long as I was cranking it to spray, but I mean, it did like 8,000 square feet with just one tank, which technically it should be able to do like way faster than that, but it was just spraying so slow because it wasn't building up pressure. So I want to give you a quick rundown on how to do this. Basically, this guy will be in here, and this is the culprit. Whenever they installed that, I guess they didn't lube it or something like that, and that O-ring came off. So this, I guess this is like the piston bowl or the piston cylinder or whatever. This threads in clockwise, so you just take it out counterclockwise, and just make sure that you lube all the O-rings. It does not come with a new O-ring of this, but I have like a master kit that I can just use. This piston goes in here. You got to make sure that this guy here is pointed down. This piston goes in here, make sure it's lubed up, and then the two holes here is where the bolts go through to the handle that you pump, and then this goes on top. So basically, in order to get this whole thing off, there's two little baby screws, these little guys, two little baby screws here, and here. And then there's another screw here that's just a Phillips head that goes into a captured nut on the back side of this. Take those three out and then rotate the handle down, and then that will essentially put this in a position for you to take that bolt out of this here, take that bolt out, and then it'll separate and go over this. I guess that'd be like a piston arm or something like that. You pull that off, pull this guy off, set that aside, then take off the two bolts here that go to here. And then you can pull the whole piston out. You can pop off this thing just by popping it off. It's not difficult. Inspect it for any damage. But with mine, I replaced that and it still wasn't holding pressure. So then I had to get a oil filter wrench, which is just a strap kind, and turn this. I eventually was able to get it to turn by hand and pull this out. And basically how this works, as far as I can tell, is this, let me see if I can zoom in here. So down in here, see the towards the top up there, there is openings. So whenever that piston pushes up, it pushes air into here and into the bowl that's on the inside that pressurizes. And then whenever the piston comes down, it sucks air down somehow and also pressurizes it. So I think it's a double piston, and basically it works two ways, depending on the way this little rubber guy will flap up or flap down, depending on which way you're pumping the piston. But either way, hopefully replacing this O-ring here will get me back and get it going again. And hopefully this helps you guys too, because I couldn't find anything. There was no reviews on this Niagara guy. And I'm hoping that once this seal is replaced, that this thing should work pretty well for a long time. So yeah, thanks for watching, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.